My previous video was titled Diddy Lawsuits Starting to Unveil the Secret Lives of Others, like your favorite bishop, TD Jakes. And it was discussed how the Cassie lawsuits lifted the cover for everyone to see how shady Diddy has been. Well, it seems that more bad news is coming for Diddy. And as these developments gain speed, it seems like more people are turning against him. And with that revelation, it's apparent that things can become very interesting.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Now, there appeared to have been plans for Diddy to be in the Super Bowl along with Usher. However, the recent discussion surrounding Diddy involves Usher, and it appears that Usher does not want Diddy to have any involvement in Super Bowl-related activities. Now, as many fans are already aware, Diddy was Usher's role model and mentor. They spent a lot of time together as Diddy molded and groomed Usher for the industry. There were even videos providing receipts for Diddy saying that he and Usher allegedly slept together or whatever you want to make of that. Most fans are not sure what happened to Diddy's flavored camps, and there seems to be a lot of question marks surrounding Puff Daddy. So the reports have it that Diddy was supposed to be part of the Super Bowl. He was supposed to have a performance, some sort of segment. And it was also reported that Usher was going to have a segment as well at the Super Bowl. However, those plans have changed tremendously. And it has also been denoted that Diddy will be cut from all brand commercials that he was going to be part of.
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like just out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like just out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we all know when most people inadvertently say something sexually or can be referred to as something sexually, they'll hit you with the pause. Well, in this moment, I don't think Diddy can get away with saying pause. There was clearly something he was getting ready to say. And that pause that Diddy gave wasn't the proverbial pause. It was more or less a reminder like, oh shit, let me not reveal why we were really waking up together. Diddy was working with Uber One consistently for approximately the past 3 years. The Uber Super Bowl ad featuring Puff Daddy takes a unique approach to nostalgia. So he worked with Uber persistently in their advertisements for Super Bowl specific ads, which was great advertisement for Uber as well as Diddy. However, the Uber-Diddy relationship has seemed to end it as well. So not only is Usher bailing out on Diddy's involvement in the Super Bowl, but even Uber has said no and does not want the association with Puff Daddy at all. So not only Uber, but all of that work with particular brands is going to be completely cut off because no brands want to come close to Diddy, let alone touch him, while he is being implicated in the several allegations that have come forth, and many of the articles and publications highlighting this topic and conversation is not going away anytime soon. And this is because it was only a couple of days ago that we have the latest lawsuit. Then there were pictures being surfaced and released. Then Diddy comes out with a response in his IG post, and all this transpired within 2 hours. So in a nutshell, that kind of rekindled the entire discussion back to its origins when Cassie smacked Diddy with a lawsuit and he immediately settled. You also have reports of Usher and Jay-Z having a conversation about everything, and simply put, the revelations have been that Usher does not want Diddy around. Now, of course, most people may assume that Usher does not want Diddy involved in the Super Bowl activities because of the allegations and lawsuits. And there may be some correlation there because y'all just saw the clip of Diddy saying they woke up together and then hit everybody with the pause. And you can clearly see Usher was uncomfortable and unsure of really how to handle the situation. So it could be obvious that Usher not wanting Diddy involved with Super Bowl activities seemed to have more to do with traumatic thoughts and emotions, as it appears that Usher experienced certain triggers with the presence of Puff Daddy. If P Diddy never did anything to Usher. One would have to ask, why is Usher emotionally triggered when Diddy is present? And with all these allegations surrounding Diddy, Usher may have more firsthand knowledge about Diddy's lifestyle than many people may realize. And the word trigger is interesting here in and of itself because evidently something or things did happen to Usher for him to express such sensitive feelings about a person's presence. And in this case, it is the presence of Puff Daddy. Now, at times, people can psychologically block traumatic events out of the mind with specific coping skills. However, sometimes those coping skills can become fragile, and the person will ultimately relive that trauma, especially with the presence of the person that was the culprit of that trauma. So with all of the allegations surrounding Diddy, it seems that Usher does not want to see Diddy and clearly does not want to have any unwanted memories or emotions to resurface. Nevertheless, Usher is making it quite clear that he does not want Puff Daddy near the Super Bowl. So obviously Diddy has been removed from the Super Bowl and its related activities. His upcoming segment performance was allegedly set to have some sort of feature. Knowing Diddy, he definitely wanted to be present and an active participant of the Super Bowl celebration. Especially with him and Usher having history, you know that he wanted to work with Usher in that environment. But as stated earlier, not only does Usher want Diddy gone, but all the commercials he was part of for the Super Bowl have been cut. And this obviously keeps an enormous amount of money from reaching Diddy's pockets. So it does not look good for Diddy, man. It looks like Usher is turning on him, and it seems like any celebrity may turn on him, especially if it means that their reputation will become soiled like his. I can't see any celebrity destroying their career just to be friends or associates with Diddy. I mean, as close as TD Jakes and Diddy have been, you don't see Bishop Jakes running to his defense. I wonder why. But anyway, it is quite clear that the era of Diddy allegations will start to elicit more people to disassociate themselves from Diddy. And the public may begin to see more people turning on him, especially if it means protecting themselves and their reputations. You have people that are being quite silent, and they may be on the verge of or already betraying Diddy. This is quite an upsetting period for Puffy in his life right now, as people are turning the other way, and it doesn't seem to be anyone willing to speak up in his defense, which is quite weird because I would expect a person like the supposed great Bishop TD Jakes, Diddy's close friend I might add, to be one of the first to speak up in his defense. Think about it. With all the people that Diddy knows, no one is stepping up to bat for him. I mean, Diddy being the great entrepreneur and billionaire, he probably can't believe that nobody is willing to support him during these challenging times and with all of these allegations and lawsuits. Like most people, especially one as accomplished as Puff Daddy, Diddy has a very big ego. And most fans, as well as the casual fan, is aware that Diddy is extremely protective of his legacy. He's very prideful of what he's built for himself, and during a lot of his interviews, especially with the weirdos from the Breakfast Club, he always seemed to have focused on his legacy, talking about who he is, what he accomplished, what he's made of, etc. So all of these lawsuits and what has transpired in the past 2 weeks is most likely going to hit him where it hurts. Especially since the Cassie allegations got people seeing that he is willing to open up the bag and dish out the money in an attempt to avoid further problems. So tell me what y'all think in the comments. Come on now, I told y'all in the first video that the Cassie allegations was going to start unveiling the secret lives of others, and now you have Usher coming out saying that he does not want Diddy part of the Super Bowl activities, and it seems like people are listening to him, as a lot of the commercial ads, a lot of the advertisers, a lot of the big brands don't want to have nothing to do with him. So Usher seemed to have been successful in making sure that Diddy does not have any involvement with the upcoming Super Bowl. So I hope everybody enjoyed the content. Please make sure you smash that like button. This is SmashDaLikeTV. Come on and smash that like button for me. And make sure you hit the subscribe before you take the next ride. Your brother Be Easy is out of here like Vladimir. Peace.